Anyone here who has a sibling knows about all of the fights and arguments that happen while growing up, and they also know about the special type of love that's shared. I know that I remember almost everything my sister has done to me and everything I've done to her, whether it was good or bad. I've grown up with her, and I've known her all my life. I love her all the time, and I only hate her sometimes, but that's what being a sister is. It's hard to believe that she's actually getting married, but it's not hard to believe that she chose me as her maid of honor. Everyone knows I'm her bestie. She said it many times, and I firmly believe that I am the one who knows her best. Now, I think it's my right as a maid of honor to tell you all some embarrassing but sweet stories of me and my sister that I believe shaped her into the woman she is today. I'm assuming that everyone here knows that the bride is older than me by a mere 5 years, so you can imagine what it was like for me as soon as I was born. Childhood with a sister was definitely interesting, and for as long as I can remember, I had someone to steal toys from. We shared everything, whether she liked it or not. Our favorite toys were Littlest Pet Shops. We had so many, and every single one of them had its own life and personality. Looking back, the level of dedication we had to this entire system was a little bit creepy, but it shows what vast of a mind my sister has. Me too, but, for the sake of the story, my sister. I have so many nice and funny stories about my sister, but of course I have mean ones too. The first story coming to mind is the time I threw one of our Littlest Pet Shop toys at her as hard as I could. Obviously I was mad about something, but I can't remember what. I threw the panda, and anyone who knows what a Littlest Pet Shop toy is, it's a small, about this big, really small plastic toy of an animal of some sort, and it's hard plastic. It's not even soft. And I threw it at her face as hard as I could, and she cried. And I left a scar, and I only felt bad when I got in trouble. And stories like this span all throughout my childhood. For some reason, as we got older, we grew apart a little bit. Maybe it was because we were teenagers, or maybe it was because we both had other friends and different lives. We stopped playing with toys, and I didn't realize how much I actually missed it until I saw her in her wedding dress. Me and my sister shared toys, had fights, grew apart, all of the normal things that sisters do. We grew apart as teenagers, as I said, but then she had her daughter, and then we were friends again. She had her baby a little young, but what's weird is we got close again as soon as she was born. Before her baby, me and my sister didn't talk at all anymore, really. We both sort of forgot each other existed. Also, during her pregnancy, she didn't want to be around anyone, especially me. After her baby, we talked, laughed, and actually spent time together. She felt like my sister again. I can't imagine what would have happened to our relationship if she never had my niece, and I look forward to seeing how our relationship grows after she's finally married. My sister and I grew apart and grew together again, all thanks to my niece. So first of all, I told you all what childhood was like with my sister. I told you a sweet story and a mean story, and then a sort of sad story. Then I told you about how we grew apart, and I finally told you about how we became friends again. As a maid of honor, and as the bride's sister, I have to tell you about what she was like growing up. Maybe I'm being conceited, but I think that those moments with me shaped her entire personality. And I know it sounds like me taking credit for everything she's become, but can you blame me? Everyone with a sibling knows this feeling, and you all know how strong sibling love actually is. I think it's weird that the only thing anyone ever talks about is sibling rivalry. I wish my sister the happiest marriage, and I know no matter what, you'll always be my friend. So here's a toast to the bride and groom, but especially the bride.